because ain't nothing like your city messed up when you got 12-year-olds doing 80s breakdancing for change. Not like the new dances, not doing nothing new viral.
Yeah,
they doing old school. They doing crack era dances.
Yeah,
on the subway. Yo, for money. Like,
Jacques, I want to know though, since you live there and as a local, is it like illegal for a local to walk past and not throw a little change in there? Because the other thing is, who got money? Who got hard cash and coins? Really?
Some people do. I mean, like, some people do.
Yeah.
Some people, they might give a little dollar or two, but for the most part, you just looking at these kids and
Okay.
But like, I will say this, like, the difference between, I would say, the New York homeless and the Austin homeless is that the New York homeless got talent.
Oh,
these Austin homeless just got mental illness, no talent.
God, we can't even get the good on.
Y'all don't got good homeless.
They ain't doing nothing for us.
They just harass. They don't even harass and entertain.
But maybe what we trying to do here is just push people away. Maybe there are guard dogs, like keeping people away from Austin. That's what they doing.
You know what's crazy? I remember, this is a crazy story. So I remember walking around New York with a friend and saying to myself, man, New York is really cold, past a certain month. Where do all the homeless go?
The morning grind. Get ready. It's a new day. Let's go.
We're going to be right back. We're going to get into a little bit of music. Jacques and I on the morning grind.
Hey, you stuck on I-35. Wake up and turn up.
The morning grind. Morning grind. Morning grind.
Welcome back to the morning grind. KAZI 88.7 FM. Okay, you out there on the roads. We need to tell you what is going on. So I got to give you a little bit of an update. There's an incident out there on County Road 123. Road is closed due to flooding. That's County Road 123 both ways between Twin Ridge Parkway and Whitetail Lane. Cedar Park Drive, that road is closed due to flooding. That's Cedar Park Drive both ways between Monarch Avenue and Royal Lane. They on a high horse out there. Monarch and Royal. Man, they doing a little too much out there. Sports Park Road closed. That's both ways from Rob Shelton Boulevard to RR12. Bradshaw Road, crash on Bradshaw Road at Matthew Street. Down on 51st Street, there's a crash on 51st Street at Tilly. FM 734 southbound, there's a crash. That's Palmer Lane southbound at Yeager Lane. Texas 71, crash on Texas 71 westbound after Norwood Lane. Out on Howard Lane, there's a crash. That's Howard Lane at McAllen Pass Drive. And then on Research Boulevard northbound, there's a crash on Research Boulevard northbound at Burnett Road. Finally, FM 973, there's a crash. FM 973 at Haman Lane. Haman Lane. They got the double in. It could be Haman. It could be Haman. It could be Haman. And then we'll see how many times you're going to pronounce that. Let's talk about that weather today. You guys are looking at 72 for a high. And then for a low, we're going to have 52. Right now, there's showers early with isolated thunderstorms arriving for the afternoon. Gusty winds and small hail are possible. High is 72. Again, winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain is 40%. Yo, make some good informed decisions now with that footwear you coming up out that house with. You ain't blaming me. I done told them, Jacques. They know now that if they come out and they got on them nice kicks, and it gets messed up with that rain and hail is dropping. So, once you get hit with a little bit of hail, you diving, you jumping, maybe you done stepped into a pool, little mud puddle that you didn't see there. They ain't blaming me. I just want them to know.
As a black person, I feel like I don't experience hail. Because as soon as I hear it's hail, I'm not going nowhere.
This is true. This is true.
We don't mess with hail.
How many times you seen on social media a black person holding up a piece of hail?
Never.
Exactly.
Ever.
We don't want to go
outside when it's raining because of hail. And then you ice from the sky. Nah.
What do you think? It ain't gonna hit me, but I want to grab a few. And if you're going out to get it, that means it's sizable. It's big enough to draw attention. But you want to go out and then you're gonna hunt around for the biggest one, right? Like you digging for gold. I'm saying, nah, that's not big enough. Let me see what else drop. Nah, it ain't happening. Jacques, I'm telling you. Those people are out there And I'm gonna just say they may have a lot in common with. Let's just say they have a lot in common, but not with you and I, and maybe a few other people that happen to be like us. Jacques, I want to talk to you about a couple topics today.
Go ahead.
So the first thing we're gonna get into marriages, those Hollywood marriages that have lasted a long time. There's a couple I want to drop.
Ice Cube and his girl.
Exactly, that is one of them. Good job, sir. I want to talk about that old player. That uncle of yours that come out to the cookout or think he coming over for Thanksgiving in a certain outfit, and just maybe a significant other pulled the card and said, "No, you ain't coming out like this today." I like that. We're gonna get into that one. Andre 3000. I want to talk about those stats about what he did with that flute album, and I'm gonna see if any of this surprised you. So I'm gonna save that for you and the listeners. We gonna talk a little bit about. We gotta talk about T.I. and King. We gonna have to get to that.
There's a bigger conversation about suburban kids trying to act like they from places that they not from.
Yes, sir. And then I will also allege that there are a few other people that like to go a different route, just to piggyback on that. So we're gonna get into that. And then I got a couple questions. I got some questions. How much should a man make, ladies, to be with you? Now, I want y'all to call in on that one. How much should a man make to be with you? When I say make, we talking dollars.
Yeah.
512-836-2887. How much should a man make to be with you? And that's just some of the stuff we're going to get into today. So, all right, let me start with this first one, Jacques. What's wrong with the old school player coming out in a Nike jogging suit and he got on some loafer boots? Now, on camera, he's being recorded by his lady, and his lady said, "I understand you old school, but you got to wear some sneakers sometimes. You can't go out here with me like this, or I'm going to have to call my mom and have her bring me a plate, because we ain't going." Jacques, holla at your boy. Is he keeping it real? Like, is he staying true to his style? Mixing the old guy loafers with the Nike jogging suit?
I mean, the player's gonna play. Like, let the man be him.
Yeah,
like, you a married, like, okay. You talking about married men, right?
Yes.
You know, married men ain't got much.
That's true.
Married man ain't got. Look, his check going to every bill in the house.
Still wearing outfits from before 9/11.
And you know when you married, like when you lock that down, you got kids.
Yes.
Your life is really on pause. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's new. You don't know what's popping in the streets. You ain't on Instagram like that. You don't know. You ain't on music videos watching.
Who got time?
You don't. So maybe you still dressing like a Nelly video. Oh, maybe you still dressing like a Bill Bellamy video, depending on when when the ring got on your finger.
Right.
So let the man just look. He gonna look goofy, but he gonna be happy.
That's true.
You wanna?
He looked in the video that was on social media. Man, he looked proud when he stepped up out there. He did. I didn't see the video. The cat daddy.
Okay.
He did the little collar pop.
Okay.
And he took them hands to smooth down the front of the jogging suit.
Oh yeah.
So he knew it was crispy. He knew he was crispy.
It was starched and iron.
I allege it might have also just come from the dry cleaners. Like he took it off the hanger, pulled that plastic off of that jogging suit.
Let that man be him. Come on, man.
Okay. I appreciate that, Jacques. I appreciate you saying let someone be authentic.
Yeah.
That's his style.
Well, sometimes because some women get caught up on the idea of my man represents me.
Yeah.
And in a relationship, yes, your partner does represent who you are.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's compromise. So if you know okay, he got these goofy fits.
Yeah.
First of all, you married the goofy fit man number, like that's your
man.
It
ain't no shock.
You know by now. This man can't dress. But, hey, let him step out every once in a while. Hey.
He knew.
He paid for that Telflaw bag, didn't he?
And I'm gonna tell you this. He did have a nice shiny toe on them loafers. He might have spent some time shining them joints up too. Okay. So you also got to respect the amount of time, the sweat equity that he put into that outfit.
Look, just because he want to dress like he going on tour with Heavy D does not mean that man don't deserve no love.
I'm glad I ain't got my Heavy D instrumentals on us right now.
Let him be one of the boys. Let him be one of the boys. He ain't Heavy D. Let him be one of the boys. Let him live the dreams that he never
What a bad have.
He didn't get to go on tour with Cool Mo D. Let him Let him dress like the dreams he didn't get to accomplish.
Man. That 88 tour, man, if Mama would have let him, it was his senior year.
Oh, exactly. Look, he with you.
He was trying to go.
He with you. He not at the Soul Train Awards. There are things he wanted to do in his life, but he with you. So let him.
And I just think that you got to respect the hustle. He knew he was doing something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm good with that. So, hey, we was talking about relationships and that. You know, she knew what she was getting in. You've been with somebody for a long time. You know what you inherited.
Exactly.
You knew what era you picked them, what you plucked them out of.
Exactly.
So Jacques, we got some good vibes going because you took this first one right out of my head. Ice Cube and his wife Kim have reached 32 years of marriage.
What did he say? I got a beat from Kim and we can.
Oh!
Right?
Jacques!
Right?
Jacques!
Right? She let him all night, and they still together.
He did. That was
Must've been good.
That was the girl. That was the girl from high school.
That was. Hey, look. What year was that? What year did It Was a Good Day come out?
We gonna come back to it because,
that was a really good day.
You just threw.
No. Look, the whole time he was like, it was a good day for everything that went on. It may have been a good day because he was like, look, that's the one.
Man,
that's a real good day if you realize that's the one.
That's the one that he had to. I believe Snoop Dogg also. That was his lady. 1992.
Ooh,
it was a good day.
Yeah.
So let me do that math. They've been together. You said 32 years, man. That sounds real close. That's legit. Like
it's a blessing. Especially dealing with what they dealt with. Trying to.
Yeah. We don't have too much longer, but one other one that I wanted to talk about was Tamia and Grant. She's an R&B singer for our listeners. And Grant Hill have been married for 24 years.
I didn't know Tamia was married.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know Tamia was married.
Yeah. He took her off the block early.
That's why we ain't get no new albums. I think she still got some after the first one. That's why we ain't get no Tamia albums.
Man, Tamia, and then they went through some stuff. I know she had some scares.
Okay.
But yeah, 1998. She did So Into You.
Yeah.
And then, she did take a little time off. She had some stuff in between there.
I'm from Baton Rouge, not New Orleans, but Tamia, that album is a New Orleans classic album.
Yeah, she from Canada. Hey, we gotta
for real?
go take a little break here. You listen to The Morning Grind, KZI 88.7 FM.
The Morning Grind on
Back to The Morning Grind, KZI 88.7 FM, 8 o'clock, top of the hour, broadcasting live from Austin, Texas. I'll talk to you guys a little bit about that local weather. So we got a day. It's going to be some rain. It's going to be some showers. It's going to be some hail. And if y'all got to be up out in it, I got it. But there's a marginal risk of severe weather today. So make your moves in a smart fashion. Showers early with isolated thunderstorms arriving for the afternoon. Gusty winds and small hail are possible. High 72, winds out of south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 40%. So you only got a 60% chance of staying dry. You make those decisions accordingly. If you have to be out on the roads right now, talk about those trouble spots. An incident on County Road 123. Road closed due to flooding. That's 123, County Road 123, both ways between Twin Ridge Parkway and Whitetail Lane. Cedar Park Drive, that's road closed, flooding. Road closed due to flooding on Cedar Park Drive, both ways between Monarch Avenue and Royal Lane. Jacques, that sounds like something I could tell my boss. Hey, man, I want to come in right now, but the road is closed due to flooding right outside my house. Don't that sound like something you could use?
A reverse fire hurricane hit the interstate. And I saw a baby walking across. I had to say the baby. My bad, boss.
Man.
That was a
Jacques. You overdid it. You overdid it. Yeah, you had him at the hurricane.
The hurricane was good.
You had him at the hurricane. Over on Sports Park Road, the road is closed. That's both ways from Rob Shelton Boulevard to RR12. On RM 2244, there's an obstruction on the road. Yo, stop texting. Don't swipe. You need to be looking at them roads. Obstruction on the road. RM 2244. That's Bee Cave Road at Patterson Road. Man, if you hit it, you're on the side of the road and it start raining on you, I warned you. Over in Anderson Square, there's a crash. Anderson Square, Research Boulevard. Bradshaw Road, there's a crash. That's Bradshaw Road at Matthew Street. 51st Street, there's a crash. That joint is still there. Crash on 51st Street at Tilly Street. You think when these people are still stuck out there, you think they waving off the tow truck? Like, nah, man, you ain't told me right here. My uncle will come get me. He got a pickup truck. I feel like in 2023, we can get these things off the road, like, faster. Why they still sitting out there on 51st and Tilly?
You asking questions that's going to get us in trouble.
Hey,
do you know how
if
much
that's you,
traffic?
call in. Tell me why you still
stuff.
out there. What up, man? You ain't got nobody? Because there used to be, I'm gonna show my age here, but like in some cell phone plans, there was like roadside assistance you could use. Yeah. And that was like a big thing. Like you made a decision off of that. Depending on your age, you might have AAA or something. Yeah. If you're a young cat, especially if you out this early and you're a young cat, you got somewhere to go. So maybe you in your mama car, you got your responsibilities. Like you can't get nobody to pick you up and get you off the road. Okay, all right.
Talking about Texas traffic.
Let's just get out the
traffic.
way.
Come on, man.
Move.
Come on.
All right, over on FM 734, southbound is a crash. That's Palmer Lane, southbound at Yeager Lane. Oh man. Texas 71, there's a crash. That's westbound after Norwood Lane. They still out there, but you know how I feel about that. Crash on Howard Lane at McAllen Pass Drive, but you ain't passing. You stuck on McAllen. It should be McAllen. I'm stuck right now. Can't drive, but it's McAllen Pass Drive. Man. Crash on Research Boulevard northbound at Burnett Road. And then FM 973, crash on FM 973 at Haman Lane. I think I went Haman last time. I'm giving Haman. I'm bleeding confidence on how to pronounce that right there.
Why you trying to pronounce it like it's Arabic? Why you trying to pronounce the street like this is not Texas?
Hey, this for our Middle Easterners.
Like for our Middle Eastern audience, all three of them.
I'm trying to give y'all something. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all got a street out there. I know it's Austin, but we weird. We might have a street.
He like, it's diverse, right? Austin's diverse.
I'm gonna make it diverse. I mean, when I'm talking about streets like Whitetail Lane,
yeah,
you know that ain't the hood. First of all, that sound like there's some hunting out there.
Oh nah.
And maybe that's a lane where there were a lot of whitetails, a lot of deers.
Let's be for real. With all this weather, shout out to everybody going on Martin Luther King Drive, hitting potholes and splashes. You getting splashed, then your suspension not messed up. So shout out to everybody trying to make it to work.
They try, man. They out there. Yo, I'm gonna get to another one. Yo, I was a little shocked with some news, and I just want to see how this hits you, Jacques.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna give you some info, and then I want to give you some stats to back it up, and I want to know if the stats draw your attention.
Okay.
Rapper Andre 3000 outsold with his flute. His album sold 24,000.
Okay.
His flute album.
Okay.
He outsold Nas, who had 17,000.
Okay.
He outsold Logic.
Okay.
18,000. Lil TJ.
Okay.
He outsold. Hold on here. He outsold SG, Ice Spice, Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, Macklemore, Ray Shremmerd, West Side Gun, French Montana, Real Boston, Yo Gotti, and DJ Drama. He outsold all of them. Does that surprise you?
No, not of course. Like Andre could have dropped. It's funny because like the flute album is the joke in itself, kind of. Because like
yes,
it is the like. Yeah, I could have said Andre could have dropped an ambient album with him just whispering over it. Yeah, but like I would have bought it. Like Andre could have dropped any. I would have bought it. So like,
yo, I'm in agreement. Let me see who's on this line here. Caller, are you there? No, they gone. I think, you know what? That was a Nas fan, and they was mad that you wasn't shocked.
Not a Nas fan.
Yeah. That was the old head.
The Nas fans is delusional.
That came out.
Yeah.
This is the jogging suit dude, and he's like, man,
not the jogging suit
Jacques,
dude.
why you doing this? I mean, I'm about to say 24,000. That's a good number, man.
I mean, in a music world where we're not even moving units like how we used to. The fact that Andre and his impact musically could still, have the whole culture on lock.
Agreed.
For at least a week. Because he only gave us a week to get prepared.
Yeah, I know.
He only gave us a week. And had everybody just all the memes was out.
So was this almost a genius move by him to do that? Is it just him just being an artist?
It was him definitely being an artist.
Okay.
Because, he don't want the spotlight. So he was just like, hey, I'm going to just put it out. Y'all get in the week. Get y'all ish together.
Caller, are you there? Are you there, caller?
Yeah, hey, so I'm actually Palestinian, so when you guys were, talking about Arabic, that was great.
We got all the audience.
Yo,
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, just wanted to show support.
Hey, look, we're going to keep it commercial friendly. We're not going to ask you about your opinions on what's going on overseas.
Right.
We're not going to do that, but we appreciate the call-in, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Hey,
be some fun.
Have a great day.
I was gonna ask him where's the best place to get some. I was gonna ask him where the best place to get some food in his culture. I need to know where's the.
You know what? That's my bad.
Where's the Sam's barbecue of Palestinians?
I needed to know that.
I did.
All right, so we would need to know that though, because again, we are diverse here.
Yeah.
And some of these Austinites, they need to mix it up, man. You need to start step out of your comfort zone, go to some other places. Our Palestinian brother, call back, man. We want to
know the food hookup. We want to know
where
what
you
the
go.
Palestinian season is.
This his moment.
What y'all? We need to know.
This your invite to the cookout, and unfortunately, we gonna put you on stage because we want to hear what you got to say. We gonna know. Come through.
Bring a dish.
Appreciate that though. Appreciate him calling in because he's right though. We gave it to him.
That's great.
Yo, I want to get to. We got to talk about the T.I. thing, man. We got to talk about the T.I. thing. So, first of all, I'm gonna get some good news. We're gonna do some good and bad with T.I.
Okay.
The good news is T.I. celebrates the opening of his first affordable housing development, featuring 143 units, including 25 special units designated for homeless kids.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and hold on. Caller, are you there? Caller, you there?
You gotta turn your radio off, dog.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a delay, caller. Hey, turn that radio down so we there it is. Hey, so what's going on, caller?
Tell young Jock he need to come down here to Lily Mae's Comfort Food in Manor, Texas. He wants some good soul food.
Where I need to go? Say it again, sir.
Lily Mae's Comfort Food down here in Manor, Texas.
Lily Mae's Comfort Food.
Hey, what are you getting off of that menu though? What are you gonna get?
What are you gonna get, man? We got all the soul food, man. We got the smothered pork chops. We got the oxtails. We got the pig feet and neck bones, man.
Okay.
We got the beef tips and rice. We got everything, man.
Hey, he from Baton Rouge, so if you know a Baton Rouge cat, I think you might have nailed maybe one or two things.
No, I'm gonna stop you right there, man. We Louisiana.
Hey, what it is, boy?
So then,
what's that with it? I heard you.
He said he got you, Jacques.
Okay,
he got you.
Look, you had me an oxtail.
He won't shoot in the
No.
I didn't know though.
I knew it was real.
Yeah,
because he said Lily Mae. Ain't nothing more soul food than naming it after the grandma.
True.
You just stole grandma recipes.
Yeah.
Then open the place.
Open up the spot. Hey, thank you for calling in, sir.
Lily Mae's on Manor.
I want
Lily
everybody
Mae's
to come
in Manor,
through.
Texas.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He just gave me the radio name.
Yeah,
Young Jacques.
He did.
Young Jacques.
He did.
We going with that.
You got to, cause you don't want to be the old head, Jacques. You don't want to be the old head.
I'm good.
Cause then I'm asking you, what Nike suit did you pull out last, and what them leather loafers looking like? But so he's got T.I. is opening up that affordable housing development. Again, it was 143 units, including 25 special units designated for homeless kids. Yo, I like that, man. I appreciate what he's doing. We always want to talk about celebrities and what they don't do, right? We want to talk about what they mess up. But we have to embrace some of the positive things. I ain't never trying to count another man's money, and I can't tell another man what to do with his money because I don't know where he came from and I don't know where he's trying to go. But I do appreciate when this kind of stuff comes out, man. I love to hear that.
I'm glad to see T.I. putting them big words to use.
See,
he probably learned affordable.
I didn't
first.
want to, and Do you think when they said 25 special units designated for homeless, do you think he said designated? Because he emphasizes. There's always something in there he emphasizes.
He just put a whole bunch of words together that he recently learned. Affordable, designated.
And even a development.
Yeah, he's like, these all sound like 3-syllable words. This is what we doing.
T.I., you the king of thesaurus games. But let's talk about the other thing. Speaking of king, his son, King, is 19 years old.
Yeah.
They up in the suite, and they had a little bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Where I'm going to, I think by now most people know. Let me give the background. So they're at the Falcons game. They're up in the suite, and Tiny, T.I.'s wife, who was with the group Escape, they were making fun of the son. It went both ways, and he said silver spoon to his son. The son took offense to that. He said, "Man, I ain't silver spoon." And then T.I., from what we've learned, if you've done a little Wikipedia, if you listen to the music, where he come from, he done seen a street or two. I don't know Tiny's background. I'm just saying, maybe she came from nothing out of ATL. I can't say that. But this young man, we do know, grew up with both his parents are basically music royalty, especially ATL music royalty.
Yeah.
So he took offense. What I don't like, Jacques, is that it got physical. Apparently he brushed past his mom. That's a mistake. And Tiny and T.I. need to look within themselves for that. He brushed past his mom, and then his dad threw him in a headlock.
I mean, it's what that was just a really, in the growth of manhood, from boy to man, there's always that one incident. If you got a father in your life, or, an older male figure, where you think as a boy, oh, I'm a man, and then the real man shows up and puts you back where you belong. But that's just it just got caught on camera. That's the only difference. I'm
curious though. When your dad rich though, does that still happen?
I think it should happen every other day.
Hold it back?
I think if your dad rich, he should be trying to son you once a week.
Yeah.
Because you can't get a big head out here just because we got change.
My dad worked 3 jobs. So yeah, I did say something over my breath, not under my breath, to my dad. But he worked 3 jobs.
Exactly.
If my dad was T.I. and had the money that T.I. had, I might bite my lip a little bit and be like, man, you're wrong. Out the side of my mouth.
Yeah,
he couldn't hear it.
But again,
he rich.
I
don't want to get cut off.
T.I. daddy. You see it every day. So you like, oh, it's whatever. You think you can challenge that. He thought he could challenge that.
So what I want to also go back to is it looks bad for the culture.
I don't think it does.
We up in the suite.
Yeah.
We are royalty in Atlanta as a family.
Yeah.
Why I got to get physical? Out in the streets though.
Nothing looks bad for black people as a whole. You can't embarrass black people as a whole. You can't. You can't embarrass a group of people that's not respected in the first place.
In Atlanta though?
Even in Atlanta.
We got
Mayor
Keisha Bottoms.
Yeah, but the medium income in Atlanta is $30K.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're right.
So you can have all the black power you want.
Yeah.
If the median income $30K, it still is what it is. Look. Doing that in the suite, that's $30K activities.
Yeah.
So
now you're right. So talk to me, Jacques. When you got the kids that are like that, what he alleges is, man, I spent time at grandmama house. And at grandmama house, I was in them streets because she still, apparently grandmama it sounds like grandma don't live
where you
behind
put your head?
Mansion.
But it's like, where you put your head every night?
He might have stayed overnight once or twice.
Once or twice.
And then went outside to play early the next morning.
Yeah. The only pass sometimes you get is what way school you went to.
Yes.
And we know he probably went to a private school.
Yes.
And that's about it.
Okay, so Jacques, this was the part I told you I was going to add to that. How come every NBA player wants to be a rapper? Every R&B singer wants to be a rapper.
Yeah.
Every comedian wants to be an actor. Every actor kind of wants to be a comedian. Every movie star wants to be in TV. Every TV star wants to be in isn't that just human nature? Is we always want, maybe even the polar opposite, we want what we don't have. And is that why people always want to do this? Why the rich silver spoon kids always want to prove they're gangster?
Well, that's because folks always want to be a version of masculinity that they can't be. the most masculine version, at least in American culture, is street dudes.
Yes, unfortunately.
Exactly. So that's always going to be the image you want to be, even if you're not from there. So it just is, it's just the climate right now.
Here's what I ask. As a parent, could the parents have done better? I'll give you some examples.
Okay.
That we know of. LeBron's sons ain't trying to be gangster.
Okay.
And LeBron brought them up, I'm gonna say, the right way. When I look at Deion and his sons, they not trying to be gangster. They trying to do big things and move in good direction.
Yeah.
Is that a parental problem?
It could be, because I don't know what T.I.'s parenting strategy is. He may be spitting 6-syllable words at his boy. He don't understand them. So his morals and values and the message got lost between the 6-syllable prison words.
It was a glazed look over his eyes.
And you gotta realize, like T.I.'s been in, like, since he had them kids, he's been in the public eye for a while. Even when they had like the T.I. versus Tiny, the show.
Yep.
And even all of the stuff that went down with the gun charges.
Yes.
So like, if you just raised around that, hey, it seemed like that morality up for the win. It seemed like that morality up in the air. So why can't mine? If
that's the model.
Exactly.
Because Dad had an edge to him. Dad had that street cred, and look, he still made it with that edge. So I need to make sure I have the edge, which will give me the authenticity in these ATL streets and abroad. So this young man, this is what he said then. Coming out of that, the young man went to social media. I think a lot of people have been interested in getting his side of it and learning more about him. Now he's of age. And he posted on social media, 10K an interview or don't want to talk. That's what he's putting out there. So now he's on the come up, right?
That's just a good hustle.
It's not a bad hustle. I mean,
I can't blame him for that.
10K.
Yeah.
Caller, are you there?
Yeah. Hey, good morning. So you guys were looking for like Palestinian food.
Hey,
I'm still listening.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
You got the plug? Where we at?
Tell us where to go, man.
I mean, so there's a lot of choices in Austin, right? I mean, if you just search on Yelp, but if you go to Lamar and Breaker, there's a place called Peace Bakery. Also, Caddy Corner. There's a place called International Foods, and I would just start there.
Okay.
And fan out. Enjoy.
Peace Bakery. What was the other two? International Foods and what?
International Foods and Market. It's also at Breaker in Lamar. Just has a ton of, and there's good Vietnamese food too, right? It's not just one culture over there. There's many. So enjoy.
Caller, I just want to make sure, man, that I'm getting my taboon. That's that flatbread. I want to make sure I'm getting plenty of that.
Ooh.
So don't send me to a spot where they be like, man, we done gave you about 2 or 3 already.
Oh, you know something. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I know about naan bread, but that's about it.
It's very similar.
Yeah. If you want the good pita bread, look no further. Enjoy.
Okay.
We appreciate you calling back, man. Oh, man. Have a great day. Hey. That's what it's about. He helping the community.
We got an international audience.
That's his community service. Crazy. Hey, so 10K an interview, or I don't want to talk about the incident.
Hey, I can't hate. Look,
it's not a bad hustle.
It's not.
If you think about it,
maybe he can get his grandma a new house outside, whatever street.
I'm bringing my grandma when I do the interview because she can vouch for me.
Exactly.
Because what he's saying is, man, when I was over at grandma's, I mean, I was outside. Like, she ain't really care.
Yeah, but like, that's going to grandma's house. Like, come on, fam. Like,
I thought he was supposed to be spending time with grandma. Why are you running the street?
You supposed to be.
What you going over there for?
You supposed to be cutting off the green. You supposed to be doing grandma activities.
Hey,
y'all supposed to be at Bible study.
Kill them potatoes.
You supposed to be, yeah.
No Sister Jenkins coming over.
Exactly. We got to talk to grandma. I want to talk to grandma.
How much she charging?
Grandma Clifford Harris. Exactly.
I want to talk to, because you know what?
She sound like the real thug.
She's the witness.
Oh, for sure.
We'll call you next week.
Ain't nobody more gangster than a rapper's mama or grandma. They
Baby, I know how many times I had to bail out T.I. You are no T.I. That little boy used to do his thing. You are not that kid.
Well, Future's grandma was the one passing packs. She was the one moving the weight when he was in school. Man, look.
Hey, that's grandma. come on the show.
Exactly. It's a family thing.
I want to see. We got a couple calls today. I want them to call in 512-836-2887. Ladies, where y'all at? I had a lady call before we came on air. I want the ladies to call in. How much should a man make to be with you? Because I want to have that conversation. I want to know. You are going to be representative. Those few that get in, and that's just good radio. I know it's unfair for you to be representative of the entire gender, but we're going to take whoever calls in because I am going to be rude in my assumptions today off of whoever calls. And we'll see which way they go.
How much you think?
In 2023.
In 2020, in the 2023 economy, in Joe Biden's economy.
And I live in Austin.
And you live in...
So I gotta say, he has got to be 120,000 up.
120,000.
Yeah.
What age? Because the age
35.
Range, 35.
Yeah, 35.
35. Okay, I can.
Yeah. Oh, you don't think there's some 30? Hey, call in 512-836-2887. If you're a young cat,
it's all relative.
You ain't got to say your name. Don't worry about
all
it. Well, you ain't got to say your name. You can call in anonymous. If you're 35 and you making over 120K, let me know, because Jacques was hesitant there. He don't think you're doing that. Jacques, I came off of active duty. I took a job with inflation. This was some years ago. I'm a little bit of an old head.
Okay.
I had that before 35. A Fortune 500 company hired me.
That's a blessing.
With just my military service and my leadership skills and all that stuff. But I think it's there. But you seem hesitant though.
All I'm saying, you was one of them living single Negroes. Most folks ain't even Martin Payne.
No.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
Agreed. But those skill sets. Hey, people, I'm not an Army recruiter, but the commercials did good. They did good for me. They did good for me.
Okay.
I'm not gonna complain there. I was nice by 35, and was able to start buying some clothes. So before I put that ring on,
He didn't say a house. He said clothes. That's a little.
I was able to get that stuff before I started showing up in jogging suits and making sure that I had that opportunity. Man, we got a caller. We gonna have to go to break here. We got a spot block. We got to come back after the spot block. If you want to hold, please do. You're listening to The Morning Grind, KAZI 88.7 FM. Jacques, you heard it. Escuchas las palabras. And then he said, you need this in your life. I had to bring you some Romeo Santos and Lil Wayne. Like, I mean, what?
Is that? Wait.
So we got the Dominican, bruh, that gets invited to the cookouts. He did a song with Luda. He did a song with Usher.
Okay.
He got this joint with Lil Wayne. He is the king of. There's a genre called bachata. So he's the king.
He the one Dominican that know he black.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. But he'll go back to that Dominican side and not consider himself in a heartbeat.
Oh, really? Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
When it helps him, he brings it over.
We gonna get there one day.
Hey,
we gonna get there one day.
We got a call. Let's just bring this on up. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Am I on the air?
Yeah, thank you for holding. This for those who didn't hear before we left, the caller held on hold just to make sure he had the opportunity to come in. What say you, caller?
Well, look, I mean, it's pretty inevitable. We all know that Trump is going to be back, whether we like it or not, okay? Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, I'm not so sure yet. I gotta wait and see how these charges turn out. I gotta see. If his party sticks with them through all of that, yeah. I mean, we know that he's got a following, but I just gotta see. I gotta see if they're gonna hang their hat on him. I mean, Republicans over the last few years have hung their hat on the criminal justice system and being hard on offenders. So if they're going to put all of their chips in a basket behind this guy,
totally, I totally concur with you on that. No, okay, totally, I totally concur with you. But however, Trump did one right thing during his term.
What's that?
And that is he signed the Farm Bill Act of 2018, making Delta 8 legal. All right, so that means that pretty much, I mean, anything that is hemp-derived that has less than 0.3% THC off the 9 is legit, and it's legal. So that means, like, you know, I can go to dispensary and, you know, get some Delta-8 weed and stuff, you know, as long as it's Delta-8 and not Delta-9, all right? I mean, Trump did that for us, right?
Only in Austin are we getting call-ins from
Yeah.
weed supporting Trump vote. Like what? Like what?
Hemp legalization. That's happening. That's happening this morning.
Weed supporting Trump voters.
So yeah,
what's going on?
That did go a long way for the status of CBD. Continue, please.
Yeah, he did sign that Farm Bill Act of 2018. He did that for us. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. All right. You guys take care, okay?
Hey, thanks for the call.
It had nothing to do with what we was talking about.
It did not. So
That's the rhetoric.
I could give a little background for those who may not know. So the 2018 Farm Bill that he's referring to, enacted December of 2018, it provides support, certainty, stability to our nation's farmers, the ranchers, the forest managers. So it enhanced farm support programs, improving crop insurance, maintaining disaster programs, promoting and supporting voluntary conservation. And now, to his point, yeah, I mean, he said, enough of all that, man. Let's talk about the good stuff.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't from the Midwest, you know, if you a flyover state, if you ain't a farmer, I can't say you up on that. But a little background. Hemp is defined in the legislation as the cannabis plant, and yes, the same one that produces marijuana, people. But with one key difference: hemp cannot contain more than 0.3% of THC. I know, I just dropped something, and THC is the compound in the plant that most commonly is associated with getting a person high. So in short, hemp can't get you high. But so for decades, federal law did not differentiate hemp from other cannabis plants, and that was the problem. All of which were effectively made illegal back in 1937 under the Marijuana Tax Act, and formally made illegal in 1970 under the Controlled Substances Act. So the latter banned cannabis of any kind. So, hey, I didn't know we was gonna go that way.
All I know is Delta 8 get you loaded as much as actual weed does. That stuff is no joke. So don't you think like, oh, I'm taking some Delta 8, ain't that you'll be sweeping the roof. You'll be vacuuming the ceiling. Don't play with that stuff. Yo, you gonna smoke it. Don't smoke it like it's just whatever.
I hope they ain't on the ladder trying to vacuum the ceiling. Yo, I'm a little curious here. Jacques, I need you to speak about random acts here.
Okay.
Random acts.
Okay.
On social media, some random black people caught a young man outside. You don't have to speak French to know what was going on in the video, but they went up to the young man and let's just say they had an intervention with some moisturizer and then started to apply it to the young man.
Oh, brother was ashy.
The ashy knees, the legs.
Okay.
So
hey, helping the community. I'm here for it.
Yes,
okay.
So for, as I like to think of it as, for a code ash condition, do you have to take a bottle of lotion / moisturizer and help a person in need to assist them?
Look, sometimes you got to put spackle on the drywall. So look.
Yeah.
We gotta have people just in the community who always got some Lubriderm, some Jergens, some Gold Bond. If you need that,
this is key.
You gotta just have it on us. You gotta just have it on us. Now I will say, I know I said earlier you can't. What I say, you can't make a whole culture look bad.
Yes.
You ain't gonna out here making us look ashy.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I play pickup ball 2 times a week. Today is that day. I'm gonna be out there at lunch today, bruh. Before I step on that court, I throw lotion on these knees.
Better.
And let's just say sometimes I'm the only person of this complexion on that court, but it don't matter. It don't matter. I can't rep. I don't want to be that guy.
It's messed up when you the only person of us at the office.
Yeah.
And it's like I miss my lotion. And you can't ask nobody. That be the
ain't got nothing.
Yo,
I done been in people's cars.
That be
and
the
be
worst.
like, hey, you got something? Because I know I got a bottle right here. This is the go-to. It'll never come out.
I got mine in my car. You gotta have it in different scenarios.
Right on the driver's door, in the little pocket at the bottom.
Exactly.
Boom. Yeah. So
I'd always keep that. You got to stay strapped.
I'm about to do something, Jacques.
What you about to do?
I want to impress you with the diversity we have here in Austin. Hey, call up 512-836-2887 512-836-2887. But
you know who got good lotion?
You gotta let me know that you
lotion?
are not of the same complexion or ethnicity of Jacques and I think you know where I'm going. You are the majority in this country. I want to know if you have a
bottle of lotion
or moisturizer at the ready.
You know who got good moisturizer lotion?
Who?
Asians.
What?
They got
this is news to me.
It cut.
Wait, red dot. We talking Japanese,
East
Chinese?
You're talking about East Asians.
Oh.
They got good because they care about how they smell. It's like they always got some good stuff.
Okay.
They always got some good stuff.
East Asians. 512-836-2887. I want to know what y'all working with. Let's see what.
Because they not. It's less than like a ashy thing.
Yeah.
It's more like a smell thing.
Yeah.
So it smells. The smell's real good.
Yo, so I was new to a relationship with a young lady.
Okay.
And she clearly was raised at a higher brow than me.
Okay.
And she told me that I'm not supposed to be using, like, for instance, her high dollar stuff that she goes to, maybe let's just say let's just call it a shower, a bath and beyond type place.
Okay.
Without saying the name, because they ain't our sponsor.
Respect.
But she said I'm not supposed to use that on my face. Like, she said that was a hand lotion that I'm putting on my face because of like the smell and the. But Jacques, in a pinch, brother got to do what a brother got to do, right?
Yeah, but it's supposed to be different. Your moisturizer for your face is different than the moisturizer for your hands and from the neck down. That's two totally different things.
So she had it at the ready.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And she was not of our background. So,
but she wasn't wrong.
I'm happy that she had it though.
She wasn't wrong
because I needed it.
Yeah, she wasn't wrong though.
Brother was dry, looking like an alligator in the middle of the desert. I was crack. If I would have smiled, I walk around with a mad face.
Yeah.
Don't make me smile. Nope, I'm gonna crack. I just knew it was gonna happen. So, you think it was okay? And this was another country, and they were speaking French, and it's okay to put your hands on the kid and jump in there and put the lotion on the body.
Who gonna love us but us? Who gonna love us but us?
Okay.
Then I'm glad I'm not somebody's auntie.
Yeah.
Because I would really be out here like lotion woman. Like I'd be
and then walking up, slopping it,
just smacking folks.
Yeah. Hey,
look, it's better than what some parents do. I know a cat, because some parents, you just trying to get your kid together in the morning and you ain't got the time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if everybody got hit with I don't got no lotion on me, so I'm just gonna lick my hand and just hit you with that. I had a friend whose mother, he said his mother just used to lick the whole hand and just wipe his whole face.
Wait a minute. When Jacques did this, for those who are not in the studio, he started at the base of the palm.
I'm talking about base of the palm.
Like that's a long lick.
To the tip.
Lord have mercy.
Tip.
That's a lot of wetness.
Windshield wipe the whole face.
Ain't you just supposed to go for the fingertips? You got the fingertips and then wipe.
You gotta last the whole day.
Oh, I see. You know what? That shows a person that cares.
Exactly.
They jumping in to help you out. Okay, so on social media, the cops were chasing someone, and they said to the person filming, "Put the phone down and quit filming." And grab her. They told the person that was filming, "Put the phone down and quit filming. Grab her." And said that, and the person said, "What do you mean?" And then the cops said back, "Aren't you a good citizen?" What I gotta know, Jacques, we're gonna take a call, but I gotta know, would you help? I mean, I think you're a good citizen. I gotta know if you'll get in.
Let's take the call first.
Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello.
Hey, how you guys?
Hey, we doing good. How are you? Thanks for asking.
Good. I just had a comment. I'm listening to you guys talking about, lotion and, making sure that you're moisturized. Don't want to go outside to, you want to represent, your culture in a positive way.
Yes.
I'm just thinking, as a senior, how is it? What are your thoughts on younger generation and some people that they pride themselves are looking 110% from the head to the toe? And that means that mentally, if they're not dressed every day, receiving a compliment every day, it affects their mental health versus a person that, doesn't mind, just taking a shower, putting on some lotion and naturally going out and not worried about what a person is saying, how they look. Some people have to dress up every day. They cannot leave the house looking any kind of way. Is that a younger thing? Is that a mental health thing? And, some people can dress the part, have the car, and be broke as hell.
Yeah.
So, what is that now with the younger people? I mean, you're dressing 100%, but your pocket is weak.
Yeah.
Or you don't care, or you do care, but you don't put so much attention on that, and your pocket is, you're banking. Thank you.
Thank you. Jacques, your thoughts?
That's the Instagram effect. No matter where, no matter where we go now, you got to look like an Instagram post.
Yeah.
So you got brothers out here broke. You got sisters out here struggling, but they gonna look good. And that's kind of always black folk. That's kind of always one thing we've had. No matter what, we was going with the little rags, the little stitches that we had. It was gonna make it look good.
Yeah.
But now social media is pumped that up to even 12, 11, like 100 times 1,000. Like that has really been pumped up. So that's more of a generational Instagram thing, I think, than anything else.
So to her point, I think I agree with you. I think body dissatisfaction has increased,
of course,
because of social media. I'll say do it for the Instagram effect. There is a lot more appearance anxiety, I think. Also, I do appreciate a person that puts themselves together, because we know how easy it is to just roll out. Not in the pressed Nike jogging suit like the old head we were talking
Think
about.
about that.
Just roll out.
Pre-Instagram.
Oh,
that's a pre-Instagram fit.
Man, if you wasn't,
that is a pre-Instagram fit.
I bet you could walk down the street and you would see 15 disheveled people out of the 30 that you come across. Wrinkled shirts.
No, really
don't look like they own an iron.
There's a certain coordination that we have now that we didn't have back then.
Yeah.
I remember pre-Instagram black fashion and pop culture fashion before like it was two totally different things.
Yeah, you know what? I think that there's a little bit of trendy that gets lost so she said she was a senior.
Yeah.
And when we're looking at different generations, we may not understand that those ripped jeans you're wearing are a high dollar item because of the trends, and I'm not up on the trends. If you see a gentleman in a 3-piece suit, that kind of extends through generations. You kind of expect. Now, if it's an ill-fitted suit, that's something different. But you kind of expect. I'm thinking, if you see a lady in a really nice dress and heels, or a nice pantsuit herself and heels, you allege, that person is probably doing that thing.
Yeah.
But if it's some trendy stuff, like I could see a graphic tee and I could not know that that's a $200 t-shirt. And so I would say, man, they ain't really putting in the effort. So I think that for some of the older generations, they may not know that the person actually, that's a fit.
Yeah.
This young man right now, that's drip. And they may not even know that, but they may not know, that's a $1,000 outfit right there. Them Jordans.
Yeah.
Them Jordans, that's a rare.
And that's like, you gotta think like that's streetwear fashion, because there was a break in between how 80s, because you at one point sneakers was sneakers was that's just you ain't going. People went to school in hard bottoms and loafers. People went to school.
Tennis shoes. In fact, they used to be called for the longest time
tennis shoes.
When they were called tennis shoes, so that's what it was for.
That's literally like hip hop culture changing, and the fact that the trends will always be different.
Yeah, I think. Caller, are you there?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, doing good, man. We doing good. What's up with you?
look at it. This is the dog pound, man. I usually talk with my boy DJ Slice, But look here, man. I was just listening to a conversation that you was having about, about the cop. And somebody was after him, and saying over there was a dude up there filming. The cop told him to drop his phone and help.
Yeah.
No, man, let me tell you something. I'm going to be for real. It's just not, I got to look at the situation myself. Thing of it is, it's like this here. If he running, he ain't got nothing to mind.
Right.
He got something with somebody else. How come they ain't helping the cop run? Thing of it is, if he running by me and everything like that, if he ain't near mine, and stepping over my foot, with the high heel, I'll trip him if he running by.
Yes.
But if he look like Emmett Smith or anybody running towards me, hey, those cops, you on your own, baby. I got to holler at you. Hey, what you want me to do? I'm a good Samaritan to tackle him if he got something of mine.
Yes.
But if it ain't mine, I'm not finna get bruised up because of your stuff.
Thank you.
Where you at?
I see that.
Where the man that stuff he got? Not me, partner. I can't do it. But hey, if there's anybody out there like that come to that situation, think about what the dog pound say. If it ain't yours, don't mess with it. Because if you put your foot off in it, guess what? You're going to step in the dog pound mess. And guess what? You're going to either be beat up, hurt up, or locked up.
Dog pound, we appreciate you.
Hey, man. Appreciate y'all. Stay up, man, and keep it real. Later.
Jacques, he said make a business decision. And you know what? There's some knowledge in what he's saying of assessing the situation before you jump in.
Oh, of course.
Let me tell you something, Jacques. You can't judge a book by its cover, and you definitely can't judge a book when it's whizzing past you that you couldn't even read the title. Man, let's just say with the prevalence of BJJ studios and MMA and people learning MMA moves.
I don't know what this person knows.
I don't know what they are capable of.
You want me to be involved?
And I am not a fighter.
Exactly.
So why am I going to turn into Brody like right now? Like that's asking a lot.
You asked me to put myself on the front lines.
And Jacques, I also need you to know I got a bad back. I got on these loafers. They ain't got a lot of grip right now. I can't. I don't think I'm gonna be doing a lot of good. I have them in a headlock, but they steady pushing me. I'm sliding, but
come on.
I'm holding them.
In a suit, you're not a smooth criminal. You can't be whooping folks like how Michael Jackson used to just mess stuff up in a suit.
I know that movie came out. I am suited today.
Yeah.
I know that movie came out, Kingsman.
Oh yeah.
But we all ain't super spies in these suits. I can't do what Eggsy was doing.
Okay.
Not on this salary. I can't rip my suit, man. I don't know. Maybe I could assist. And then I could send the bill to the Austin PD and maybe they'll reimburse me.
At least you gonna die looking good? Question mark.
Listen, I ain't never been knocked out, but I'm gonna tell you, someone might tag you up, and then what happens? Who's gonna pay your medical bills?
You know what'd be awful?
Seriously though.
If they whip your ass.
Oh,
hold on. If they do, then they steal your clothes. That'd be the worst. Just imagine waking up from a fight.
I'm wondering
with your gear stolen.
Maybe the beating doesn't last that long because the cop is in quick pursuit. Maybe I just got to give him 10 quick seconds. 5 seconds of energy and 5 seconds of hey, you got him? Officer, you got him? You got him? All right, I'm gonna let go. Hey, you got him? Because I'm gonna let this headlock go.
Why am I helping the enemy? Why am I? Don't help. Why am I helping the enemy?
He said it with a straight face. So this officer, and I ain't gonna bust on all the officers out there. But this officer, he did not look that healthy. When I say healthy, he don't look like he run live 5Ks.
That's on you.
He was pretty thick.
You ain't go through training enough.
He was very slow.
Why am I doing your job?
And the lady that was running away, and there was another, and he was in front of another cop. So the other cop, maybe you were slow out the blocks. Maybe you got out of the car, locked the car, and ran around the car, and that's how you ended up in the back. But if this officer is in front of you, man, you slow.
Just because you Paul Barton. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, at least Paul Blart got smart and had that Segway do most of the heavy lifting. So I allege that you want to do the right thing and assess the situation. Every opportunity is not your opportunity, people. I'm just going to offer that to you. One last thing. What you going to do? Now, I coach combat sports. I do my thing, but do you?
No.
When's the last time, and you a good sized dude,
I'll go
when's the
work
last time
out.
you actually had to put your hands on somebody and put them fists on somebody?
It's been a long time.
Thank you.
So what? But why am I? This ain't got nothing to do with me.
Well, again, that's also
This
true.
ain't got nothing. And now you trying.
And I want to just
get me to do volunteer work.
We are in a very litigious society. Bruh, if you go a little too hard, remember that Marine that was in New York, and a guy was acting crazy on the subway, and he jumped in, and he grabbed the guy, and he let's just say he controlled him from the back as in a Brazilian jiu-jitsu manner, and then put a choke on the guy. The guy died. That Marine is up on charges right now.
Look.
You got to make some good decisions on your own. Ain't no cops, ain't nobody. I don't hear. Now, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I don't hear a lot of police organizations out there stating, man, we appreciate what this bro did. Like, we're going to cover his attorney fees.
Do I get a key to the city? What do I get? What's the award? You got me in here doing police work. What do I get out of it?
I mean, what?
Can I send y'all an invoice?
This ain't your job, man.
Exactly. Nah.
Like, you
gonna ask me to do stuff?
What?
Am I getting paid?
What if I just ate? I don't want to catch a cramp, man. You know, I ain't supposed to be exerting myself after I just ate, man. I just had a good meal. Okay, one last thing, Jacques. You see I'm recording.
Yeah.
Man, I got a $1,500 phone right here. What do I do with the phone while we fighting? And if it get cracked? My screen ain't cracked right now. I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
The back is cracked, but that don't affect. It's just
replace my phone?
Little glass black. Thank you.
You gonna replace my phone?
See,
what you gonna do?
These are the things you have to consider, and that little Good Samaritan clause, it's got holes in it. Jacques, I'm glad we had that moment. I'm glad we were able to talk about that because I was a little worried about people. I was a little worried. If you think that it's your place to jump in, we have a guest coming in at 9:00, but we may have some time towards the end. I want to know what you working with. I would like to know your background and what makes you feel like you got to jump in there and be the equalizer. And you're not Denzel Washington.
Nothing makes me feel like I'm the equalizer. No.
What is it called when you're the vigilante?
No.
And depending on your generation, you've been looking at too many Charles Bronson movies. And he's like, I got to jump in. Come on, Jacques. I know coming out of Baton Rouge when you was living up in New York, you saw stuff running amok. I know you put on a little mask.
A handkerchief
for a cape.
That's not my business.
And you didn't jump in and Jacques, what you got all that size and you kind of thick too, Jacques. You ain't want to jump in a couple times and wrestle another grown man down. And
this size is for defense only. Is he attacking me personally?
Jacques, I got one other question, man.
Okay.
If I was in New York and there was a homeless dude,
okay,
and he did not smell the best,
okay,
he may not have had a shower,
okay,
opportunities that you and I presently have.
That's most not of all of them.
Do I still want to get in there on that?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Keep walking. Keep walking. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Just mind your business.
These are the things we got to think about. You're listening to The Morning Grind, KZI 88.7 FM. We'll be back. Welcome back to The Morning Grind. We're going to talk a little bit about some weather and some traffic before you guys get further into your day. High of 72, low of 52 today. Showers early with isolated thunderstorms arriving for the afternoon. Gusty winds and small hail are possible. High of 72. Again, those winds are south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain is 40%. Out there in the trouble spots, we don't have that many as before. That's a good thing for you. We got an incident out there at County Road 123. That road is closed for flooding. That's 123 both ways between Twin Ridge Parkway and Whitetail Lane. Cedar Park Drive, road closed for flooding. That's Cedar Park Drive both ways between Monarch Avenue and Royal Lane. Sports Park road is closed. That's Rob Shelton Boulevard to RR12. There's an obstruction on the road on Ranch to Market 2244. That's Bee Cave Road at Patterson Road. Walsh Tarleton Street, obstruction on the road there. That's at Texas 360 Loop, Capital of Texas Highway. And then over on Redbud Trail, there's a crash. That's near Lake Austin Boulevard. Manor Road, crash Manor Road at Roge Lane. Wells Branch Parkway, obstruction on the road. That's near Margaline Way. Texas 130 toll, the fastest highway in the nation. Crash on Texas 130 toll. Northbound after Elroy Road, Eck Lane. There's a crash near Alazan Circle. FM 1325, Burnett Road at Kramer Lane. And RM 2244 crash, that's Bee Cave Road at Bee Cave Woods Drive. 51st Street, crash on 51st Street at Tilly Street. They're still there. Crash on Howard Lane at McAllen Pass Drive. Crash on Research Boulevard, northbound at Burnett Road. And finally, crash on FM 973 at Haman Lane. Jacques, you see how fast I got through that one? I had to make sure that we got that one in quick, but can you believe that I got that one in so fast?
Oh, I believe it.
Okay, I was just wondering. I want you to know I can get to the business, but the trouble spots picked up. I wasn't expecting that. Everybody should be at work by now, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Those who are still out there on the roads, I hope that did something for you. Just know there's still some trouble spots. Some of these crashes have yet to be cleared, so avoid them because you could be there for a while. So we have a guest in the station with us today. We have Vanessa Olson. She's from the Downtown Austin Alliance. Vanessa, how are you doing today?
I'm doing so well, Dapper D. Thanks for having me.
Glad to hear it. All right. The Downtown Austin Alliance, mission to create, preserve, enhance the value and vitality of downtown Austin. Does that sound right?
Value, vitality, and vibe.
I
feel like vibe might be the most important.
You gotta have that vibe.
How could I forget the vibe? That's why Vanessa's here.
And you took my first talking point.
Keep me straight. Well, let's go back to it. Create. So that means y'all making some events. Like y'all think, you know what? Let's do this, and then it comes to fruition.
Events, art, music. Yes, exactly. That's exactly right.
So if someone comes to you with a good idea, I'm sure you guys, maybe you take recommendations.
Yes.
We can reach out.
We got some ideas. we got ideas.
Jacques was ready for that.
Yeah.
And then preserve. So you guys are looking at keeping other events that are currently going on, or
preservation is really broad, right? Because there's so much wonderful about Austin to preserve, and so that can be anything from venues, some iconic music venues downtown, of course the Red River Cultural District, Antones, also buildings. We have some historic buildings that are really beautiful. Think about, the Driscoll. Those are so unique to Austin's character. And so when we think about preservation, it's really broad. It's preserving what people love about this city and what makes it unique, so we don't just turn into, a generic sort of downtown.
So you guys are a nonprofit organization.
Yes.
But you also, it's also about the teamwork that you have with property owners, business owners, residents also.
Absolutely. That's a great way to put it. So there are many downtown stakeholders, and being a downtown stakeholder doesn't mean that you necessarily live downtown. It could mean that you work downtown, or that your favorite venue is downtown, that you enjoy frequenting the music scene or the restaurants or the small businesses or markets downtown. So we really try to bring everyone in to create, downtown is for everyone.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. And so it takes so many voices and diverse opinions to make a downtown that feels welcoming and has something that everyone can enjoy.
Vanessa, I think they told you this was going to be a layup interview, but I got to hit you with the hard stuff. I got to ask you the questions that the people want to know.
Sure.
I'm banging on the table for those. I'm really trying to get her flustered. Let's see if this one's got it. Vanessa, I don't live downtown. I don't even live in Austin. Okay. What if I'm out in the burbs? What if I'm all the way out in Liberty Hill or Leander? Are you alleging that you think you could make me want to burn my gas and come all the way down into the city?
Yeah, it's well, Leander. The beauty of that is you can hop on the red line and you can end up right downtown. So you
See what
have
she did there?
a fast track.
Uh-huh.
And I take the MLK stop. So yeah, here's the thing. There's so much for everyone downtown.
Yeah.
And you can find things for, a family-friendly day out. Go to the library, check out a new park, walk around Lady Bird Lake, go to the Capitol and just walk the grounds. They're so beautiful. Or, hit up a new food truck. So I think despite whatever sort of your interest is, I think you can find something downtown and perhaps, maybe have a new experience, hit up a museum, the Mexicarte Museum, or learn something new that you haven't seen before, the History Center, something like that. So I think there's really something to find for everyone that makes it worth your time to come down. She
dropped some nice ones already. Let's see. I've lived here for 2 years. I was impressed. I found out that that's the tallest state capitol in America.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What? We've got the fastest highway. I was just talking about that earlier, 130, and the tallest capitol, Texas.
And you can look in the Capitol grounds. Check out the Capitol grounds. There's so much happening right there.
Yeah.
So much building and beautiful, beautiful grounds to walk around. Really cool sculptures that I hadn't seen before of Texas things, bluebonnets, animals, really interesting stuff, honestly.
Could you tell me a little bit about you guys' downtown ambassador program?
Sure. Yes, our ambassadors, my personal opinion, our ambassadors are the heartbeat of our program.
Oh.
So the foundation of a great downtown is clean, safe, welcoming, and our ambassadors do exactly that. They are the eyes and ears, really understanding what's happening on the ground downtown. They are out there cleaning, power washing throughout the night, keeping our murals beautiful, keeping our planters beautiful with native plants, just making sure that downtown is welcoming, really has that aesthetic when you're walking down the street, and hospitality as well. So if you go up to an ambassador, one story that I absolutely love is a woman had parked her Winnebago downtown, walked away, didn't realize where she was parked, and our ambassadors helped her find her Winnebago and get back home. So, they are up for the challenge no matter what you throw at them, and they are there to welcome you downtown.
Let's talk a little bit about you guys' services. I'm new to town.
Okay.
I remember I used to live in Houston a few years ago, and I came out here for work, and I started seeing a bunch of murals, and I was like, yo, this is a vibe. This is a great little thing they got going in Austin, and it floored me. Unfortunately, I didn't come back too many oftentimes. That's just that world of Houston just sucks you in, and I couldn't convince anyone to come back with me. I didn't spend a lot of time, but I enjoyed that. So let's just say I heard about that, and I'm new to town, and I'd like to just get a little information about murals. What other services, do you guys have things like that? If I say I want to do a nice museum trail or a mural trail, what kind of services do you guys offer?
Absolutely. We have two downtown mural tours on our website, downtownaustin.com, and you can go to the Explore tab and you can find those. So what we started a mural program back in 2020, actually, where we were pairing. We work with local artists, and sometimes we bring in national artists to work with those local artists, so it's almost like a mentorship. And of course we pay artists for their work, which is incredibly important. And so we started hosting a downtown art and parks tour, and the kickoff every year brings people together to actually ride their bikes through the tour. So we have hundreds of folks come out, ride their bikes. It is accessible for everyone. We have pedicabs and other services that make sure everyone can ride along, and so we do a different route through downtown that showcases the murals and the parks, which often pair together to really create these unique experiences for people. So However, it's important that those are accessible for instance, you when you're coming in to visit, or if you're new from Houston.
Yeah.
So you can go on, you can take the tour, you can even check in, and if your final stop is Republic Square and you've checked into the different stops, you can earn prizes for completing the different stops on the tour.
Are there communication systems that you guys have set up where I could get alerts or little info sent to me? You guys have that?
Yes, we have a newsletter, and really the newsletter is a great way to just keep up on what's going on downtown. We feature everything from new businesses to specials that businesses are having, events that are going on downtown, ours and others, of course. When you can sign up for the mural tour, it's free. All you have to do is register, and that will be happening in March if you're interested in attending this year.
Yeah. I mean, if think about that, Jacques. That's a great first date.
It is
a mural tour, chance to talk.
Yeah.
Maybe walk. Depends on. She says she's got two. I'm gonna find the shortest tour because I'm wearing the nice shoes. I just haven't broke them in yet.
Yeah.
I was trying to impress on the date, but yeah, that's really nice. So Vanessa, when people come to you, what are some of the most commonly asked questions that you get when you tell people that you're in the Downtown Austin Alliance?
I think the most common question is just like, what is that?
Yeah.
And the technical answer is it's a public improvement district, which is an awful answer. But we're a nonprofit. We're a nonprofit, and we're funded by commercial non-homestead properties in the downtown area. But our honestly, what we do is serve the public. We just want to make downtown the best place it can be for everyone who comes.
Who do you guys work in concert with? Do you guys have alliances or collaborations that you guys?
Yeah, we have a lot of partnerships, I would say. So, for instance, we did an event this week with Austin Transit Partnership. So, no formal partnership there, but we are huge advocates for transit and what they are doing with bringing rail to downtown, bringing smart transportation solutions to Austin. So, for instance, we hosted an event and they did community engagement on Tuesday morning. We had over 100 attendees and got tons of feedback. We work a lot with the city because we're making sure that we have services provided to folks downtown who need them, including supplementary services like cleaning and litter removal, things like that. Of course, our ambassadors are some of our best, collaborators. Yes, tons of different partnerships like that.
512-836-2887. If you guys would like to call in and you can ask questions of Vanessa Olson. If you're new to town, this is good information for you. We want you to learn a little bit about that. But if you're new to town, you've gotten here and you heard so much about Congress Avenue, Republic Square. What do you guys do when it comes to those two?
Great question. So for Congress Avenue, we maintain the trees and planters along Congress Avenue.
Oh.
So this is the main street of Texas, leading right up to our Texas Capitol. So it's so important to put our best foot forward. So we are constantly out on Congress, beautifying it, making sure that, for instance, the lights are shining in the trees. And for Republic Square, we maintain and operate the park. So again, making sure it's looking beautiful every day, making sure that lawn is green, keeping up those auction oaks, keeping the native plants looking groomed and beautiful. We host events at Republic, so that could range from, I've been to cooking classes. Of course, there's a farmer's market in partnership with Sustainable Food Center every Saturday. We bring yoga, fitness to the park, all for free. Dance classes. So really activities for all ages at the park. And then, of course, there's just the opportunity there for respite. If you are working downtown and you just need to step away for a little bit, there are great seating areas. You can take a load off under the trees and visit the vendor Rosen's Bagels, grab a beverage, grab some lunch, and just kind of hang out and relax. It's a great, it's the hustle and bustle of the city, but really you can find just an opportunity to enjoy some green space and decompress downtown.
Vanessa, I see why they sent you.
Yeah, for real.
It's raining today. I saw you. You walked in. Unfortunately, it was still raining on you.
Yes, I left my house and I was like, oh my gosh, it's pouring. I shouldn't have done my hair.
So you would have just thrown on a hat.
Yeah.
You see, I got my hat right there. I would make sure, but I don't have as much hair.
You don't.
It's past shoulders length for those who can't see her. So she actually has to put in work with her hair. Unfortunately, me, with no hair here,
But you have your matching scarf, so you went up to me anyway.
Yeah, I thought Jacques was going to be the first to comment on the ascot today.
I was about to say,
yeah,
but I didn't want to. It's my first day. I'm not trying to get, not trying to get kicked. I'm trying to get fouled on the first
it's
day.
It's fine, man. What do we talk about? You put your art out there. Sometimes you gotta be able to take people's reactions to that. Okay, so. I'm very curious. It sounds like you guys are trying to make Austin the absolute best version of it. What are some projects that you guys are currently working on then?
Sure. So as we've discussed, our ambassadors are out there basically 24/7 every day. So that's the foundational project, is being the steward of downtown. Then on top of that, you layer the vibe. So we've talked a little bit about the mural program. We partner with the city and Old Bakery Emporium, and downtown Austin is getting a new mural. And Ruben Escobar, 5th generation Austinite, will actually be painting that mural. He's been selected by a local group of artists and creatives. And there's actually an opportunity to meet Ruben at Downtown Holiday Stroll this Saturday. We're having to meet the artist. So that's one project. We are working on so many projects at a time, so I could talk a little bit more about them.
I am curious just because Jacques ain't doing nothing this weekend. I think he's going to be in the house.
Hold on now.
I think he's going to start a new knit project. He's into needlework. Okay. But
all lies and fabrications.
You said Downtown Holiday Stroll? What is this you speak of, Vanessa? What is going on downtown? What is that?
Well, since you're newer to Austin, I have to tell you about an Austin tradition.
Please do.
And so this is the Downtown Holiday. It's actually Sing-Along and Stroll, so I've abbreviated. And it's presented by us, the Downtown Austin Alliance, and KUTX. So it's a music experience downtown. It's a holiday. It's the kickoff to the holidays in Austin. And we're really bringing multiple traditions together. So we have a tree lighting, a sing-along with sort of traditional carols, and then the stroll portion is really a great opportunity to support local businesses, vendors, small businesses. We'll have over 60 vendors, everything from artisan crafts, artwork, and food options, my personal favorite. We'll have tons of activities for kids and teens. A new thing we're doing this year is an alley activation specifically for teens. So you tend to go to these community events and there's so much to do for kids, but teens are sort of this missing element. So we are having a skate ramp. No Comply I know.
That's the name of a skate move. It's called a No Comply. I could pull it off.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you guys did your homework
need to
there.
See it on Saturday.
No, you guys are. I mean, there's an authentic person. Someone's got skater pedigree in there. They named it No Comply.
No Comply is actually a skate company that's coming in to help us put up the ramp.
That's it. Okay.
Yes. So, and live DJ K. Callie, she's incredible. She'll be DJing in the alleyway. We're going to have s'mores making, interactive light installations so you can actually make the lights work, interact with that. And then tons to do for the kids, of course, while the parents are shopping around in the market.
Yeah.
And then live music all night from the main stage.
All right, Vanessa. I got to do the tough stuff here. This is as I told you before. I got to hit you with the hard stuff.
I'm ready.
All right, the Big 12 championship is popping off. That's at 11.
Okay.
You know it's Austin, right? And you do know UT's playing in it, right? So you think you're gonna get us up out of the house and come down for downtown sing-along and holiday stroll?
I hope so. It starts at 5.
Okay, so I got
at 9.
Right, so you're not competing with it. I like that.
You have some time, and you can keep up on the score from your phone.
Oh, it'll be over by then. Okay. By 5, it'll be over.
Okay.
Okay, I like that. I like that you're getting me out. Because, see, here's the thing. For those of us who are watching the game, we may have a significant other that's not interested. And for that 3-hour time frame, you know you're not going anywhere, and you're basically no good in the house. This is turning out to be one of the better years for UT football.
Right.
So how do you make it up to them? You go to the downtown sing-along and holiday stroll.
That's right.
Baby, let's go on a stroll downtown.
Ooh,
Singing.
Jacques. What?
There'll be lights.
Yes.
Yes.
There'll be teenagers, hopefully not breaking no bones on a skate ramp.
or middle-aged men out there
We can at least point and laugh. All right.
Because I feel like if you show up, Jacques, and I bring my board, maybe I can show you.
I want to see this. Okay.
I can show you.
I'll make sure my phone is on full charge because I'm recording this. I want to see this.
All right. You mentioned the murals. You guys have a writing on the walls pathway. So if I think I've got some artist skills, I got 4 tattoos, Vanessa. I drew them all.
That's incredible.
So I think I got skills. What if I want to write on some walls? There's no more room on the body for me to write on the body. I want to write on some walls. What is that?
That's great. So we have an open application that you can find on our website at any time. And what it is it just indicates your interest to be part of the program. And we have tons of opportunities, large and small. So we actually partner with the city on an art box program. And so you've probably seen these as you're driving around. They're utility boxes, and they could be really ugly, but instead we match artists with the opportunity to paint these utility boxes, adding their own sort of unique flair. And so it goes from an ugly utility box that you might walk by on the sidewalk, and now you're walking by a piece of art that perhaps you, Dapper D, created.
All right. Those who are not from here, they've always heard keep Austin weird. What y'all doing to keep it weird? Like, what's a weird thing that, no one else is doing, but that's an Austin thing? What would you say? And it could be something you already mentioned, but what would you hang your hat on to say, yeah, we got that weird thing?
That's a great question. I think it's the artists and creatives that keep Austin weird. It's the music, it's the lights and sounds and colors that you see when you're here and that you experience, and you're like, I know I'm in Austin.
Yeah.
And so, part of what we do is just really advocate for the preservation of those venues. Of course, we have a special partnership with Red River Cultural District where we're beautifying the area, working closely together, cross-promoting their events like Hot Summer Nights or Free Week, which is coming up in January. I think preserving the arts and culture and the people who make Austin weird, make it what it is the most critical thing that we can do. And so honestly, engaging those artists, paying those artists, showing value, that is the most important thing we can do.
So I want to make sure everyone has an opportunity to stay in contact. Is it downtownaustin.com?
That's correct.
Is the website.
Yep.
And social media, what are some ways that we could follow, we could keep up with Downtown Austin? Are you familiar with all those? I know you guys have Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter,
yep.
YouTube also. Looks like there's some YouTube.
We do have a YouTube channel, yeah. So at Downtown Austin on X, it's Downtown ATX Info.
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram, it's at Downtown Austin.
Yeah.
And if you just kind of scroll to the bottom of our website, downtownaustin.com, you can sign up for that newsletter. Quick scroll, it's only every other week, but we're keeping you updated on, what local businesses to support downtown, what's opening, what's new, and that's it.
Okay. Vanessa Olson, she didn't have a twin in here with her today, but I said, Darren Olson, I try. Thanks for coming in, Vanessa. Downtown Austin Alliance. This was great. We're going to get out.
Thanks
and
for
it's all because of you.
Awesome. 5 to 9.
You're listening to The Morning Grind, KZI 88.7 FM. Make sure you guys, their mission is to create, preserve, and enhance the vibe, vitality, and value of downtown Austin for everyone. You can't complain. If you say, there's nothing for me, prove to us that you got out and you tried it. I think she covered everything, Jacques, that should be able to cover just the diversity that we just have been talking about all day on this microphone. So if you guys have the opportunity, come out, try her first event this weekend. The Morning Grind, Welcome back, KZI 88.7 FM. Sorry we gave you guys a little bit of a hot mic there. Hopefully you didn't miss out on some of our sponsors and some information that we were giving out. I tell you, sometimes you make a mistake here and there, and I'll own that. We have Vanessa still here. There was one more item that we wanted to talk about. Vanessa, let's open that floor back up, please. You did say that you kind of wanted to talk a little bit about a KZI activity.
Yes, absolutely. So at Downtown Holiday Sing-Along and Stroll this Saturday at 5 p.m., we are so excited to start a new Downtown Holiday tradition, which is KAZI is going to take the main stage for the first hour of our program at 5 p.m. to do a special Kwanzaa tribute. And so we're going to be learning about the Kinara, the candle holder that is representative of Kwanzaa and what each of the 7 candles means. And this is a new tradition for us. We asked KAZI to come on down, and they were so excited. Y'all are awesome partners, and we can't wait to have you and to sort of have this educational experience for people who aren't as familiar with the holiday.
Well, I didn't know we were going to get that extra time, but this goes right back into what we've been talking about, Jacques. I mean, you got to put your money where your mouth is. When you talk about downtown Austin for everyone, when you talk about diversity, when you're talking about stepping out of your comfort zone, and in this case, getting to more of a minority that would be celebrating Kwanzaa, or even just others who just want to become more knowledgeable and experience the event.
Yep.
What I always say, Jacques, it's easy for the majority to expect everyone else to be interested in their events. But minority events, why wouldn't the majority want to say, I'm kind of curious. What is this Kwanzaa? Right?
Yeah.
That's where I go. So if you're curious, if you'd like to know, Vanessa is just letting you know there is an opportunity.
Absolutely.
Come out. You're going to have KZI talent out there.
Yep.
And me. But all those talented people. And we would love to have a little conversation. I mean, that's what it's going to be about.
Right.
While we're out there, if you're curious, ask the question.
Absolutely.
The people that are in attendance obviously have the interest. And so I'm sure they'll have the interest in offering whatever answer to whatever question you may have.
Right.
Vanessa, thank you for staying on to give us that. And I'm glad, since we had a good time, I'm glad that during the break, we didn't chest bump. I know you and I, we were trying to decide how we were going to celebrate a good interview. And I'm glad we didn't do that because they heard us through the break there. But but yeah, so we'll have an opportunity. Again, Downtown Austin Alliance. If you guys don't know, now you know. Thanks, Vanessa.
Thank you so much, Jeopardy.
9:36 in the morning. Crack of dawn in. I'm telling you, that was great. Jacques took exception. He said, man, stop with the lies, Douglas. But what I will say is I'm hoping those people that didn't want to go do anything this weekend, didn't have anything planned, I'm hoping they thought, you know what? I could get out. I could go do that.
Oh, of course.
We need to do that. I like to confront people sometimes, and they be like, man, I don't like such and such. Yeah. And then I always want to know, well, did you get out? Were you a person of the streets? Did you reach out to people like this, the Downtown Austin Alliance, and be like, hey, y'all need to do this. If they ain't doing something, reach out to them. And then we could call their bluff. Or they'll take your recommendation, like she said, and then they'll bring in new opportunities. So our town is what you make of it.
True.
I hope people get up, get out, and get something, because that sounds like a great event. And what about the sing-along, Jacques? You got some skills?
The sing-along? I mean, I can bust a harmony or two.
So you're not going to fade into the background? You might try to lead?
Look, we're going to be Luther Vandross.
Now, Jacques, if I'm out there and I'm doing that, if I put my hands into it while I'm singing, are you judging me?
Two-step, it depends what outfit you're wearing.
Caller, are you there?
Hey, good morning, Douglas.
Hey, good morning.
I think that interview was a little bit too shallow, and you didn't push back like I thought you was going to do.
With the Downtown Austin Alliance, they're still listening.
Dang, Doug.
Yeah, they listening. They listening. So
yes, this is the mouth of truth. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
When you speak of Austin, downtown Austin's not where it used to be. It is not where it should be.
Mm-hmm.
And just because the sign says open does not mean it says welcoming. When you talk about the bars, everything down there is getting redundant. It's not as vibrant as it used to be.
Yeah.
Because there's parking restrictions, and it's kind of a little expensive. It's not vibrant because it's not safe. It's not sane. It's a sanitation issue. It's a mental health nuisance. It's panhandler madness. You have zombies walking down there as nomads. It's drug infested, and you can't really trust the alleys because not only are they stinky, but they're also trashy, and there's a lot of things going on that's criminal. Also, when you go to the bars, everything down there is getting redundant. The only time it's nice is when there's events or for tourists. And then they may try to clean it up and make it look like, because Austin's kind of like a marketing scam. And I'm not going to let nobody come on the black radio station and bamboozle us. And I wish I was in the studio when I interviewed her, because I think we should have challenged her more.
Hey.
Austin caters to whiteness. The downtown tour, it does not go eastbound, it goes west. It showcases everything that caters to a certain demographic.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say Austin is African-American welcoming, I think that's a lie.
Hey, I appreciate that. Here's what you got to do, though. You got to put your money where your mouth is. They are open to recommendations. Have you reached out to them about everything that you just said?
Yes, I have attended the meeting. Downtown Alliance is basically
them.
based off.
You have attended their meetings?
Yes, I attended the downtown. You have Downtown Alliance, which has no downtown compliance, so it's kind of irrelevant. They cater to people that live in the high rises, the people that have a certain wealth bracket, and they want to penalize people that are poor and unhoused, and they are definitely into making the city look good for profit.
So they have an email sign up, they have the newsletter, and this meeting that you went to, what is that? So they have opening meetings. How does that work?
They have what's called downtown, which is there's like 9 sectors. They have meetings you go to talk about crime, talk about what people are complaining about.
Yeah.
It's nothing but a wine session with downtown residents who say they don't feel safe because it's a lot of people that are unsheltered. And so what they do is they get with the police association, they get with the police, and they try to come up with ways to lobby city council as to passing ordinances which criminalize homelessness. That's how you get your ordinances. And they set up schemes where if you ask for a cigarette, you get a ticket, or if you're camping, you get and it's also tied to community court. Community court is based on the Downtown Alliance, and it was set up just to be like a little court for like Class C misdemeanors and people that are experiencing hard times, which I think is unfair.
Hey, thanks for calling in. You just made your points heard. They're listening. They will be very interested in what you said, and then it's on them now to respond back with what you said. Here's what I can tell our listeners. They ain't hiding from you. hello@downtownaustin.com. That's their email. 512-469-1766. They ain't hard to find. If you got something for them, you take it to them. If you go once, you got to go twice. One time does not a routine make. You've got to be in their face. If you have something to say, you don't get that out there until then, until you step up and give it to them. So I challenge all of our listeners. If you feel like the last caller, hey, you got to take it to them. I mean, I can tell you, I don't live in downtown Austin. I almost gave you a little bit of my realness of it because I don't live in downtown. But yeah, I would want to come down for something like this. I got to get up, get out. I got to get into it so I can see it. We have a lot of people who are new to the area, and they're trying to learn also. So, Jacques, what say you about the last caller and even your opinions?
I think change happens slow. There's no overnight change. Like Douglas was saying, not one meeting can change any of that. Whether Austin is safe or they change it for nonprofit, that is honestly the structure of most cities. I mean, that is what it is. Has Austin changed over the last 15 years? Of course. But with the new economy rolling in and the fact that new benefactors, they are, I could see to a certain points of that, what that person was talking about, about certain changes being made only for the new residents moving in. And that's what the city does. But the thing is, you actually have to counter that by organizing with your folks and saying that, we have enough power to saying we're going to keep and preserve the culture that we actually do like. But if you don't have time and energy and the motivation to do that, it's not going to happen.
You got to organize. That's a good point. I appreciate that, Jacques. Caller, are you there? How about now? Caller, are you there?
I am here.
There it is. There it is. Thanks for calling in.
I want to thank your last caller for that call in more ways than one. That's the best call I've heard on this station in 20 years. Thank you. And thank you for taking my call.
Hey, I'm telling calls like that. I'm telling you, here's Jacques. It ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
Oh no, I mean,
and
yeah.
Look, we know the game, dog.
Yeah.
That Austin is growing. Texas is growing. Big money is coming.
Yeah.
But if you want to do something, you can't be standing up in the middle of the barbershop, and you can't be that barbershop leader. That can't be the only time your voice is heard. You could call in. You can start to gain support. I'm piggybacking on what you said.
Let us know how you feel.
You have to put it out there.
Exactly.
You might have that call might have galvanized many other people that are within our listening realm. We don't have too much longer. Jacques, we try to get one more call before doesn't like we'll get to another topic. Let me see what we got here. Sorry, Jacques. I lied. It was ringing. I'm gonna give it one more try, Jacques. Caller, are you there?
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Just wanted to call in. Y'all done hit around on a lot of topics on this morning.
Yes, we did.
DL from the RVA.
DL from RVA, Richmond, Virginia in the house.
Oh, wow.
What you know about Richmond, Virginia, Jacques?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Nothing.
Huh. All right. We have to get your RVA game up. But DL, she's a magnificent caller. What say you, DL?
So I wanted to talk about, y'all talked about Little King and being at his grandmama's house, and as a grandma of some grandsons, that real pretty smile that King has, his daddy should have popped him in his mouth.
Hey, that is.
You don't get out there and disrespect your parents like that, because baby, you was buck teeth. So when they was talking about you was at grandmama's house sucking on the pacifier, your teeth testified against you. You know. That's a receipt that is there forever. That's why you had to go get the teeth fixed. And about when y'all was talking about the police officer that was asking for some help, baby, you get paid to chase down criminals, not me. I'm supposed to make $10,000 selling the video.
Yeah.
You're supposed to run that criminal down.
Yes.
That ain't my job.
DL, as always, you give us a clip every time you call in. Thank you very much, DL. We're up against the end of our time, and we're going to be followed by some amazing programming here. If I had to tell Jacques one thing about Richmond, I want to lead with Arthur Ashe, the great black tennis player.
Yes.
Is from Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
That's what I'd want to leave with. I'm going to steal that from you there, DL. Could you drop one more thing on Jacques, since he doesn't know anything about Richmond, Virginia, RVA?
Well, Jacques, it sounds like you are a man of good taste and stature. So I'm going to say come on down and eat at Southern Kitchen and get you some great soul food. It's right downtown in Jackson Ward, which was our infamous black community back in the day. This is where all the stars, if you're anybody, you eat at Southern Kitchen.
Okay.
Oh, he's somebody.
Okay.
Jacques is a comedian. Did you know that, DL?
Ooh, holla at it.
You just got a fan. She ain't even heard you yet, but she could appreciate it. But Jacques, a little bit of what she said. Jackson Ward's a historically African American district over there in Richmond, Virginia, and it's got a long tradition of African American businesses. It's just a mile from the Virginia state capitol, because Richmond is the capital of Virginia. It's a National Historic Landmark, and it was originally named originally from the political district of that city or ward from 1871 to 1905, and it's lost a lot of its meaning as gentrification and things start to change. Everything changes, but yeah, that's the long-standing area.
He's reading the Wikipedia page right now, y'all. He pulled them facts out of nowhere.
But I've spent some time in RVA. I know it well. Did you know that there used to be a White House in the
Okay.
South.
Yeah, I did know
Not
that.
the DC White House.
But it burned down.
And
Yes.
where was it? In RVA.
Oh, okay.
Now that one I know.
Okay.
So that was the capital of the Confederacy. So yeah, that was their thing. But yeah, and VA. Well, I don't get to claim that I know everything about RVA, but the state, not far down the road, a little place called Tappahannock, where Chris Brown is from. So you got some of those things popping off. D'Angelo.
He also from Virginia.
He's from Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
So DL, I hope I did RVA justice there in our quick Baton Rouge player education moment. But thanks for calling in.
Not bad. Y'all have a great one.
Thanks.
Well.
You too. Yeah, that was good. Jacques, I appreciate you co-hosting today.
Oh, no problem.
This was amazing. For those who don't know,
First of many.
This is his first time.
Never done this before.
He did an amazing job. So kudos to him. I hope I get to work with him again. This guy is amazing. I worked with him once when he came in for an interview, and I knew then that he was an exceptional guy. I didn't make it to the event that he was hosting. It was our comedy show.
Oh,
that
you didn't get
No,
to see me.
I did not get to go.
So I will also be performing at the KZI segment of the holiday stroll on Saturday. So I'll see you get to do when you fall on your face on the board.
Yeah.
At the No Comply.
Yeah.
You'll get to see me do my stand up as
your
well.
thing, man. Yeah, that would be awesome, man. I want to see it because I know you're gonna rip it. I even said that on station when we were doing the interview with you. I was imploring everyone to show up because I knew you were gonna rip it.
Now I will be doing PG content. I can't rip it like how want to bring it.
Yeah.
But it will be a family friendly affair. I will say that.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, think about it. If you got your kid out there and you're gonna be out there from 5 to 9 with the event, you gotta know it's PG-13. I mean, the G-rated stuff got them kids already up in the house by 4.
Exactly. So,
hey, thanks everyone for listening in. We had a great amount of people that was streaming. Shout out to our people over in Finland. Shout out to our people over in Ireland that are listening, and all around the United States. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for listening in. KZI, The Morning Grind, 88.7 FM.